Stay. Yoga mat. Turn the TV down a little bit. I've gotten a heck of a lot of use out of this yoga mat. Let me tell you what. Gary, what's up, dude? Good to see you. I figured only my West Coasters would be would be tuning into this. I not woke up because it's still the same day, but I'm just like getting ready for bed. I'm just like, if I don't do some freaking stretching, I am gonna be so sore and just tight in the morning. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't we go live one more time today? Because if you're gonna do something, you might as well go live. Oi, how are you this fine evening? Let's see, we gotta get some tunage going. Some nice, gentle, relaxing tunage. You know, I was thinking just a second ago as I was combing my hair, is like one of the businesses that sponsor me for running is a barber shop. But so many people think that I'm bald because I'm always wearing hats. I don't know why. I just thought that was so funny. That's so funny to me. Like, nope. Oh no. The battery on your bike? I thought you rode. Oh, the battery on your Harley, like the starter battery, basically. Golly, motorcycle batteries are freaking expensive. I need to. Oh, so I got kind of a burp there. Yeah, I need to replace the battery on my Dual Sport too, and oh, it's just, it's a, it's like, yeah, at least $100. I want to say. And I'm like, what the heck? It's a tiny little battery. But I'm assuming the battery on a Harley has to be pretty hefty to turn over a big to crank over a Harley motor. You know, that's a lot bigger than a 250 size dirt bike. Oh. Right? Where are the cold cranking amps on something like that? Even the battery for my Jeep was like 200 something bucks, I think, and that wasn't even one of the best ones. It was kind of more like bottom of the barrel. Golly, that sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear that. So of course we just got the usual yoga stuff. Basically the same stuff we do in the morning. We're just doing it. Oh heck yeah! I wish I could have tuned in. I was at work all day, obviously, but work was hectic. Usually some days at work it's like pretty low key, but today at work it was non-stop bottle filling. But I did manage to get a 5-mile run in at lunch, so that was cool. Let's see, how can we adjust the temperature of this light here? That's off. Holy smokes. 36,000 views, that's crazy. Oh, hey Charlie. Charlie wants to do some yoga too. Look at him. You're a hi, buddy. You know you're right in the way. Golly. How many people were watching it all at once for 36,000 views? Yeah, he's adorable. My sister came over for family dinner, and she has 2 labs with her husband, and they just went to town playing. And her lab, I want to say the lab is the same age as Charlie. Come on, buddy. Okay, sir. Can I do some yoga? Sheesh, that's crazy. people always get weird talking about money, but like, have you, now that her channel's monetized, has she been seeing, can you see like how much money you're making per live? Sir, okay, buddy, you're right in the way. Oy. Tonight, the drink is, I've been taking this magnesium powder every night when I get like a hard exercise kind of day in, and it really helps me sleep and helps me recover. Highly recommend it. This is the pineapple coconut flavor, and it's really freaking good. Especially today because it was super hot out. So it helps like helps replenish your electrolytes and stuff. Holy shit, that's awesome, dude. That is super freaking cool. Okay, sir. Charlie, I'm gonna roll you over, buddy. I'm gonna roll you over. I'm gonna roll you because you're right in the way. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh, I missed that message. Hold on, let me scroll up. Bearded Viking, what's up, dude? Good to see you this evening. I know, right? I'll get monetized one day. I'll get there. One day, but for now, I have, actually thanks to Bearded Viking, I saw that you had this thing called Buy Me a Coffee, and I was like, what the heck is that? So then I looked it up for myself, and now I'm signed up for that. And... Okay. Charlie, you're right in the way, buddy. Yeah, I broke 300 miles today, total for running for the year, so that's awesome. Super cool, and then next week I'm running a 100-mile race, so I'll be breaking 400 miles before May's over. And then I'll be caught up with my my goal. My goal is to run 1,000 miles this year, and I'm like 40 or so miles behind schedule as far as Strava is concerned. Yeah, it was like I think it was almost 80 degrees out. It was super hot here. I really need to learn Celsius so I could stop. I always have ChatGPT convert it for me. I really love this ball that just gets in there and just, it really targets all the soreness. What do you mean caused some issues? Oh, about my mileage? Actually, it honestly really didn't. I mean, it just kind of nipped me. How do you go live? I think all you need is 50 subscribers. You don't even need anything to talk about. I've seen people just sit there and just stare outside their window and absolutely add zero to the stream. Oh, I'm not getting any points for this. I'm still, if you guys remember from the morning stream, I've been watching this race. Oh, I got something in my eye. Oh yeah, I did have a little PTSD for sure. I was sleeping really bad. So then I just stuck to running on the road. I haven't been back out on those trails since though. And today I ran with my trekking poles, but I ran at work. Golly. At work today I ran out there. We have like the same, I mean, you guys see my bike rides. I live 3 miles from my work, so we have kind of the same trail network and all that stuff out there too. But I'm not scared of dogs. Out there, I'm more just scared of rattlesnakes. So I figured it was a good idea to bring my trekking poles, just in case. That last time I ran up to the firefighter cross, when I was coming back down, I actually came across a rattlesnake, and thankfully my poles, I just kind of gave it just a little gentle nudge, and it skimmied off, or scurried off on the trail. But yeah, next time I run out here on the trails at my house, I'm definitely bringing my trekking poles, just in case there's a dog, or the same dog. You know, like other people have their dogs off leash out there, but they're always super cool. They're really well trained, and that one just got me. But thankfully, I haven't had any nightmares about it lately, and I feel like back to normal. And clearly, I mean, I'm not over dogs, right? Oh, Charlie. He's like asleep. Oh, buddy. Do you just want some belly scratches? That bump a few days ago, or a few streams ago, I was like, oh, he's got this weird little bump on him. That's gone away too. So that's awesome. Yeah, I hope everyone had a fantastic day today. It was super. The weather was nice. I mean, mine is having to get a new freaking battery for your Harley, Gary. That sucks. Oh, but at least you got out on the Harley, right? Like glass half full, you still got to ride your Harley. Oh, right there. Yeah, actually, they are out there, and there's signs posted all over, like beware rattlesnakes. Yesterday, actually, Daniela brought me lunch. That's great. I feel like we live in the same area, just so many miles apart, right? Yesterday, Daniela brought me lunch, and there was this. I can't tell you what kind of bird it was. Almost like a hawk, like a smaller hawk, right? And it was flying over me, and you could see a rattlesnake in its freaking talons. And I was like, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Nature is freaking metal. Boy. Oh, yeah. Boy. Yeah, I know, right? And that's another reason why I'd be absolutely terrified to let my dog run off leash. Just because I know this little jackass would think it was just a friend. Oh, is that just a forest friend for me to investigate? And he'd get bit, you know? And I would hate for that to happen. That, and we have a lot of poison oak here too. So I just see people with their dogs off leash and like, are you not worried about poison oak? And oh, golly. I'm big on not touching like my eyes or my nose, unless I've just washed my hands. So, because I feel like that's how you let infections and stuff into your body and sickness and. Is your back leg okay? What was that just on your leg and your fur? Just a little distracted. Sorry. Just dog distracted. Boy. Boy. What a Tuesday. And my Switch is dead, so I can't even play Diablo. Videos edited from today. Just winding down now with some gentle stretching and you're such a little daddy's boy, huh? I don't know what this world would be if we didn't have dogs. We're so lucky that they just love us unconditionally. I know, right? He's my personal trainer. He's just monitoring me, making sure I'm doing it right. The bikers, talking about motorcycles, the bikers from the rally sure loved the photos. I'm still working on them. I'm on photo 409 out of 1,000, like a little over 1,100 photos from day 2. And that gallery has gotten so many views. It gets about 200 a day. I know, right? I really like taking pictures of motorcycles. Motorcycles and people just having fun at events are some of my favorite things. Boy. Boy. Yeah, I took over 3,500 photos on Saturday, and what I do is I take all the photos and I import them all into Lightroom, and then I go through, I look at each one and I flag them to pick the ones that I feel like are worth editing. And yeah, I ended up picking like 1,150 that were worth it, and then I kind of weed them out through there. Boy. So that race I'm watching, a lot of people just got to Flagstaff, right? Or not Flagstaff, sorry. They just got to Sedona. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a good amount of work. Really, if you know how to work your camera right, the exposure is basically all kind of the same, more or less. And for me, it's mostly just about applying my color presets to each photo, making sure everything looks good, and I'm obsessed with making sure the horizons are straight. I hate when you look at a photo and you can see like the buildings are all like sideways, and you're like, what the heck's going on here? But that's just me being a perfectionist. There was one. Aaron, good to see you this evening. Hopefully all is well. I heard you had an absolutely successful live stream today. That's super cool. This has been hectic as heck during the Fire Academy. So we have a 16-week Fire Academy, and next week's graduation for him. But during like the last week of actually like doing stuff, they have what's called like Tower Week, and we have a 7-story burn tower. Counting the floors in my head like I haven't ran it a bunch of times. We have a 7-story burn tower, and so they basically put all of their skills to use in the last week. You know, we have 7 crews now. We have 7 or 8 crews. Yeah, we have 8 crews now because we have 32 bottles. Not that I'm counting. But basically, we have like, so all of our equipment's donated from other fire agencies. Oh no. Golly, that's awful, man. I'm sorry to hear that too. Oxygen's a scary one. If I remember, I mean, obviously, out of all the different things to drop, that's not fun. Boy. But yeah, so this week they'll have, each crew will get assigned an engine, and each engine has a different evolution that they got to do on the tower, and so they'll all respond out and stuff like that. And today they actually did. We have a four-story, what they call a Draeger prop, and Draeger is the company that built it. And they're actually, with this one, they're able to set fire to every single part of it. And so they did 4 burns, and then so they went through quite a lot of bottles. That was pretty taxed as far as bottle goes. Yeah, if I can remember, I'll try to send a picture of it tomorrow to the Discord of the different buildings and stuff. It's pretty cool. Way better of a thing than when I went through the Fire Academy. We did our tower stuff at, I know, right? Same here. We did our tower training. We live right by well, now it's a Space Force base, but it used to be an Air Force base. And they had a burn tower. But theirs wasn't, theirs wasn't a Class A burn tower like ours is, so we couldn't have any actual fire in it. So we just fought fire against cones. I was gonna say Class C fire, but that's actually its own thing. A Class cone fire. Oh yeah. Oh. Really just getting in there in the old spine action. Boy. Watch out, sir. I don't want to run over your pals. Oh, missing some messages. I know, right? Yeah, so we do 2 a year. They're both 16 weeks. Sir, can we move you, sir? And now we have, they're pushing for 30 kids at a time, which is pretty crazy. Before, like the sweet number in my opinion was around like 20, because I mean, think about the bottle load, right? I didn't mind having 20, but yeah. But yeah, so now like, now we have the main academy, and then we have like a workout academy, which kind of prepares you if you're like, say you're like overweight or something, then it helps prepare you to, kind of start getting your body like physically fit for the academy. And then we also have a pre-academy, which you can pick up. Yeah, exactly. That's definitely my opinion. We have a pre-academy, which teaches you kind of basic skills that you'll learn in the fire academy just to get. Come on, sir, up here. Come on. It'd be so much easier if you go on the bed. We'll teach you like throwing ladders, pulling hose, just stuff like that. So it's cool. And then I think it's cool because it helps you find out if it's right for you or not without committing to a 16-week program. Yeah, definitely getting super strong. So I've been there for, I've worked there for 12 years now, and I've kind of done a little bit of it all as far as being involved. And for 3 years, um, come on, up on the bed, sir. For the 3 years, I ran the PT program with two other people, and we would work out with the kids, and woo, I was in crazy good shape. Or more like strong shape, because I'm in pretty dang good shape now. Oh, there we go. Finally got all the space. But in my opinion, I feel like the workouts were a lot harder back then when I was doing it. But to be honest, I think they're still doing a lot of stuff that we used to do back then. Now my strength is more just in my legs, right? Because I do like a lot of running and cycling. But now, you know, as you guys see in the morning workouts we're starting to do more like calisthenics and stuff like that. So that's cool. I'm trying to get my strength back up and lose some of my belly fat. Oh, there it is. Oof, I don't know if you could hear that, but I sure felt that pop in my spine. Oh. Boy. Oh, that was awesome. That felt really, that was really good. Oh, that was needed. I was hoping for more like relaxing kind of yoga music, but this music seems pretty dang upbeat. What's my favorite song? Ooh, that's a really hard question. Um, hmm. It would really depend on artist. Like, okay, what's a Linkin Park song you can never skip over? For me, New Divide. I don't know why. It's that intro, the New Divide by Linkin Park is a 10 out of 10, awesome song. And then, okay, if you think about Limp Bizkit, My Generation, My Way, so many popular songs on that. Yeah, that's a really hard question. If you can't tell or not, I listen to a lot of 90s, early 2000s, primarily music. Spiders by System of a Down is a great one. You know what's funny is I bought a plyo box, a plyometric box. I don't really listen to too much newer music, to be honest. It just doesn't sound it's just not very appealing to me. I bought a plyometric box, so I'm gonna rearrange my room and actually move all the instruments over there, so they won't even be in the frame anymore. So hopefully people stop asking about them. Yeah, I don't really listen to too much new music nowadays, if you want the truth. It just sounds so commercial. I sound like an old person now, you know, like, oh, the music from my generation was so much. No, honestly, if I did play them, I would bust them out for you guys. I'd strum the guitar. It's been so long though since I played guitar. I'm just kind of hoarding. I don't think I could never see myself selling them, but will I ever play them again? Yeah, maybe one day, but oh, there's this one group called their band's called Lost Dog Street Band, and they play like a bluegrassy folk kind of tunes, and I would love to be able to play guitar like them. I know what you're thinking. We'll just freaking practice. But oh gosh darn it! It sucks that like I can see most of your message, but literally, if this is your full message, it only cuts. It shows like this much, so I can see all the sentences. But then like this part is all. Everything over here is all basically like redacted, right? If the government looked at your message before sending it to me, that this whole part of your message would all just be like sharpied out, and it's so annoying. I'm hoping that when that'd be a good live stream. It's a good idea. Learning to play instruments with Flying90. I really want to. When I was a kid, I got piano lessons from my parents, and I really want to play piano again. Oh. Yeah, when I was a kid, I played piano from, let's see, fourth grade, third or fourth grade, all the way until high school. I had piano lessons, and then in high school, I took band, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, in middle school, I took band. Here we go. We have elementary school, which is kindergarten to fifth grade, and then middle school, which is sixth to eighth grade, and then high school, ninth to 12th grade. So in middle school, I played the saxophone. But then the band teacher from middle school was going over to the high school that we were going to, and the dude was just a super creep. So I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm not doing music anymore. And then freshman year, I did cross country and swimming. And then after that, my best friend in high school got his driver's license, so all we did was surf every day. And gas was a lot cheaper, you know. Everyone chipped in $5 for gas, and you had enough gas for the freaking month. Hey, Gary, you're speaking about firefighting. You were saying that you feel like this year is going to be a pretty heavy fire season because you didn't get very much snow. Like, how much snow on average do you guys get? Like inches, or you guys are on the metric system, right? So it wouldn't be in inches. But just hit me with a number and I'll just convert it. I wish the whole world was just on one scale of everything, you know? Oh, dang, that's... Okay, that's not really too much, right? 2 feet. I'm thinking about when I go up to, like, up north, like Shaver Lake or Lake Tahoe, you know, and they get, like, over your car. Like, that's a lot of snow. But dang, this year you had 0. Does that happen a lot where it kind of fluctuates that much, or is this just a really weird year? Oh gosh, that's awful. That's really sad to see. We're 2 years ago they said we were out of the drought. Like we were in a really bad drought. The lake, there's one lake pretty close to me, and that was really freaking low. And then it poured absolutely dumped. And that was the one that they said, oh, dang, that's sad. That sucks, man. Um, then the lake levels actually they rose up to 100%. So that was super cool. What other stuff do we have to stretch here? Could just do some. Yeah, it's sad when you go look at the lakes and they're just super low. I've been to Lake Powell a few times, and that was really low when I was there. Lake Mead. Is there a lake that backs up to the Hoover Dam? Oof, that's heavy. Yeah, last year actually, right on November 7th, there was a massive fire right by the prison that was coming our way. It shut down the Highway 1. Right where I live, I could see. I don't know if that photo gallery is still on my website or not. Let me see. Yeah, it is here. I will share this to. I'll share this to the Discord. This was the most recent fire by me. And I was sitting on I was actually supposed to shoot an event, my own event. It was like this pop-up Halloween shoot. Boom, I just shared it to the general section. It was a Halloween pop-up shoot. And this fire broke out. My buddy, I was actually running and I was like, I smell smoke. Like, that doesn't smell right, but I couldn't see anything. And then, Monster Gaming! I know, right? I was feeling super tight. Super tight. And I was like, let's just go live really quick while we stretch. 1K, dang, that's really close. So anyways, I was running and I smelled smoke, but then I got home and I jumped up on the roof. It's 9:16 p.m. here. Yeah, I jumped up on the roof, didn't see anything. And then my buddy, Eric, I call him Ultra Eric because he's an ultra runner. He's like, dude, you see the fire? And I was like, no, I was just on my roof. He's like, look again, and all caps. So I go back up on my roof, and yeah, sure than heck, there was this giant column. And come to find out, just I don't know how you guys feel about all of that stuff or not, but an illegal migrant actually pulled over on this canyon road and walked into the bushes like 400 feet and lit a fire and absolutely smoked this whole area. It almost took out so I live on the North Village, and then there's South Village, and it almost took out South Village. It almost took out the prison, and it was going right towards the college. And it did like almost 1,000 acres, I want to say. Crazy. Like, that dude was just pissed off and decided to start a brush fire. Yeah. I don't even think anything happened to the guy either. And the news was like, we don't know how it started. And like, that's not what that's not what the sheriffs are saying. The official report. I just don't get people that you could start a fire. Yeah, that's always my understanding. When you when you go backpacking and you have to sign up for a campfire permit for the year, you check a box saying that if you start a fire, you're required to cover all the cost of everything, and it's like millions of dollars. Obviously. Like the dude who was flying his drone. So what an idiot. During the Palisades fire, this dude was flying his drone and it hit one of the planes that it's a Canadian plane actually, where it's yellow and red and it flies along the ocean or the lake and it scoops up all the water and then they can drop it. His he flew his drone and it actually hit one of those in the wing. Like the plane got a big old hole in it, and they found the guy and he had to pay like $25,000 plus 6 months of house arrest. Really? That's a thing? Holy moly, that's crazy. I would not expect that in Canada. Yeah, the Mars super tankers. I would not expect though to hear that. Trisha, good to see you this evening. Hopefully you liked your Flying90 merch. In Mexico, actually, so when the fire department gets dispatched for the calls, they have to wait and make sure that the doors are closed, because if they don't, like the bay doors, if they don't wait, the local people will break into the fire station and steal all their stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Stoked to hear you love it. Yeah, I was just feeling super tight today, and I was like, if I don't get some stretching going this evening, I'm gonna be pretty upset in the morning and just be extra sore. So here we are, and of course you can't do anything without going live anymore, right? In the age of YouTube. Okay. What? We didn't say your name. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have yeah, exactly. They rob the people that are actually going to come save them. I have that one hoodie, it's behind me right there, where it's my new Make America Run Again hoodie. And I wore it out to the biker rally, and this one old lady that was, I don't really know what her affiliation with the event was, but she's like, "Make America Run Again?" And I'm just like, yeah, it's just some guy I watch on YouTube. It's sad that when you order stuff from the Bonfire website, it doesn't give you like a link to my YouTube channel or anything. It doesn't even have like a shipping label, or not a shipping label, but like a invoice or anything. It's just, here's your merch. Let's see what happened to the music. So this is a cat-cow stretch. If you can imagine like a cat, it like arches its back up, and then the cow arches its back down. Yeah, I know, right? See it? I hope you do too, Trisha. Thank you for stopping by. We've been going live every day between 7 and 8 a.m. And then that's about it as far as live streams go. I haven't done much afternoon live streaming anymore. Plus, I've been at work. Oh, so you guys are Harry Potter fans? Are you gonna watch the new Harry Potter that's coming out with Black Snape? I'm not sure what it's called, but I think it's like a TV show. And J.K. Rowling's all up in arms about it. Like, Snape shouldn't be black. I forgot what it's called, but I've been seeing all the hoopla about it. So interesting. It's interesting how they're like trying to rewrite shows and stuff. Like, if you want to put more black people in there, yeah, it will never match the original. If you want to put more black people in there, just write black characters instead of changing them. You know. Nope, not gonna watch it. What was your? Did you guys read the books or watch the movies or both? And then the real question is just like, which one was your favorite? For me, I think my favorite one was probably Goblet of Fire. It was cool how they all had those like different challenges and stuff, and like the different schools competed against each other. I thought that was cool. Boy. And of course, I mean, the first one was always great too. You know, I think that's everyone's dream to get some kind of letter in the mail saying like, "Hey, you're a witch or you're a wizard. You're not just doing this normal human life, this muggle life." Boy. I really wish I could have gotten to Hogwarts Legacy. There's just way too many cutscenes for me. This thing's a saver. It's just strictly for your arches. And I can feel my arches have been really tight lately. That's I'm still watching the live stream of the race. There's some people I don't think they realize that there's a camera pointing on them, and they're not even the runners. They're just people supporting there, and they just look so miserable. And it's only 9:26 there. And it's like you're on YouTube stream. Mr. Eric Biggs. Haven't heard from that guy in a long time. I met that guy in EMT school, and we became really fast friends. And he's one of those people like where I talk to him every single day, and it feels weird if I don't hear from him. But lately, he's been kind of preoccupied. I was like, "You got a girlfriend or something now, dude?" know, right? Oh, that's absolutely true. And I'm like, think about my mom. She's had 4 heart surgeries. 4 heart surgeries. My dad's like a borderline diabetic. He did that to himself though. And like I asked him like, you guys want to go do something or something? I was like, oh no, we're too old. We physically can't do that. I'm just like, well, is I mean, I can't answer that, right? I mean, the only way I can kind of compare it to, or like, what am I trying to say here? It's like when you get older, like I don't drink alcohol anymore, but when you were younger, you could drink a lot, right? And wake up being just fine in the morning. But as you get older, you're like, I'm gonna have to put my phone on. All I can see is something about you and Gary, and your arms are something about when you're sleeping. That was all that the message said on my end. But when you were a younger kid, you could drink a lot and wake up just fine the next day, right? And rally and go to work or school or whatever you needed to do. But then, once you get in your 30s, then you wake up the next morning and you're like, oh my God, I drank last night. And your entire next day is ruined. And I noticed that as I got older. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I sleep like I sleep on my stomach, and so it's bed, arm, pillow, hand, and then face. So I get that in your shoulders. And I think that's why my shoulders click so bad, because they're always like, you know. I don't know. I've always felt I'm able to like sleep on my side, but I sleep the best on my stomach. And they always say, "Oh, don't sleep on your stomach. That's so bad for you. The best is to sleep on your back." And I'm just like, I just can't. Ugh. I can't bed people. Do you guys have? I mean, obviously you do. You had to get your mattresses from somewhere, but there's such a lore behind Christian Mattress Express and other mattress stores. Like you never see anyone go in there. Like where? What is it just a big money laundering front? And so I was telling Hungry that I want to get a job there just for like a month or two, just to learn the insides and outs and see how many people come in. You know, what's the real operation behind going on here? Because around here, people either order their mattresses online and get them shipped directly to their house, or they buy them from Costco. And we don't have like a J.C. Penney's here or a Macy's. You could buy mattresses at Sears, but I don't even think we have a Sears here anymore. Sheesh. That's pretty wild. So is that how you deal with like preventing bed sores and stuff? I've been curious about that. Nice. That's awesome. It's crazy what modern technology or modern medicine, or a little bit of both, is able to provide. Like, that's awesome. Oh, right there in the shins. Oi, oi, oi. Oh, it burns so good. Interesting. That's freaking sweet. I know, right? Shin splints and an IT band pain is just, oh, some of the killers. Boy. This ball is obviously, I mean, if you guys have seen, this is one of my favorite tools. Munns Park, so they're getting pretty dang close. This is Max. Max Jolifi is currently 161 miles in. Out of 250 miles. That's crazy. Dan Green is 185.9 miles out of 250, and they've been going at it for 40 hours. Golly. And watching this, watching this live stream, I'm like, I could do this. I don't think I could do it in this pace, though. 5 days to run 250 miles? That's crazy. That's a lot of miles. Like, most people don't even like driving 250 miles, you know? Well, what a great evening stream. I kind of took a chance on it because we don't usually go live at night. But it's good to see Aaron and Gary here. Oh, it's nice to have someone to talk to, you know. Oh, I need to put my calf sleeves on. So these are something that I'm sponsored by Ghost Sleeves. Where are they? Donde está? Calf sleeves. Here they are. 1 and 2. Boy, my watch has a flashlight on it. Super freaking cool. It's super freaking handy. So these are calf sleeves by Ghost Sleeves. And Ghost Sleeves, what makes them like better or sets them apart from other companies, I mean, in my opinion, they are better. Mustache hair. Is they have kinesiology tape built into all of their knee sleeves and calf sleeves, elbow sleeves. And so it really, really helps with recovery because the kinesiology, like tape and kinesiology in general, helps promote blood flow to those certain areas. So the calf sleeves are sweet because they put the, it doesn't say tight even though it kind of looks like it. It puts what leg it's supposed to go on. And so on a tough, and it also has little arrows, or like, maybe not arrows, but you know, like kind of lines to help line it up. And these babies are so sweet. Because I've honestly have some kind of terrible circulation in my legs. So I'll wear these overnight and it really, really helps with recovery. So you just get this part lined up with your shin, and then make sure the wishbone back there is lined up. And I mean, I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but I'm a pretty hairy guy. And these work really, they say you should shave your legs. And I'm just like, as much as I do like a nice shaved leg on myself, I'm not quite there yet. But I love these things. They are so good. Same with the knee sleeves are really good for if you have like any kind of knee pain. Uh-oh. I gotta sneeze. Oh, sorry. I'll definitely be wearing those during the ultra. I'm not sure. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate that. I'm not sure if I should start with them on or wait till I need them. Because then if I wait till I need them, I might be past the point of, you know, like, but I don't know. I'll play it by ear. Well, gang, we've broken an hour. My iPad hasn't even uploaded this morning, the morning's workout. But we're gonna end this evening's live stream. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It means so much to me. Thank you for spending your time. We will be going live, as always, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I love you guys as well. Hope you guys have a fantastic evening, too. As always, you know, just do something every single day, regardless of what that is, to make yourself better than you were yesterday, you know? I'm out of breath. Putting these knee sleeves on. I hope you guys sleep well. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.